Throughout history, one of the greatest misunderstandings that has led to immense suffering and conflict is the idea of the spread of Christianity or Christian dominion. What if the very concept that was meant to bring peace, justice, and truth became the tool of war, destruction, and division? Today we explore one of the darkest chapters in human history, the Crusades, and how a misinterpretation of Christian dominion shaped not only the past, but echoes through to the present. Let's unravel the truth behind the Crusades, the role of the Knights Templar, and the consequences of a kingdom built on bloodshed. The Crusades were initiated with the belief that reclaiming the Holy Land from Muslim rule was a divine mandate. Popes sanctioned these wars, granting spiritual incentives, such as plenary indulgences to those who participated. Plenary indulgences were a form of spiritual pardon that allowed for the forgiveness of temporal punishment due to sin, punishment one would otherwise endure in purgatory, and the promise of eternal salvation. Knights and warriors were led to believe that killing in the name of Christ was not only justified, but also rewarded. This framing of war as a sacred duty justified extreme violence, making the conquest of territories a supposedly righteous cause. This misinterpretation of Christianity transformed what was meant to be an impactful and influential kingdom mandate into a physical conquest marked by bloodshed. The Knights Templar, one of the most powerful and enigmatic military orders of the time, played a central role in these wars. Though disciplined and bound by religious vows, the Templars, like other Crusader factions, were caught up in the violence justified by a flawed theology. Initially, their mission was to protect Christian pilgrims journeying to the Holy Land. However, as the Crusades unfolded, their noble mission became entwined with violence and territorial conquest. While the Templars themselves were not solely responsible for the worst atrocities, they fought in a war that indiscriminately slaughtered thousands of Muslims and Jews along the Mediterranean regions between the 11th and 15th centuries. The Crusades left a deep scar on the relationship between Christians and Muslims, a scar that has fueled generational hostility up to today. One of the unintended consequences of the Crusades was the strengthening of Muslim Jihad. This resistance was framed as a defense against Christian crusades, mobilizing warriors to protect Muslim lands and their faith. The legacy of the Crusades fueled a lasting sense of conflict, shaping modern radical interpretations of jihad. Some extremist groups today still justify violence against Western influence, drawing from historical grievances rooted in the Crusader era. But here's the central mistake. This was not the spread of the gospel, nor the impact of the kingdom that Christ taught. Jesus never called for violent conquest. Instead, he preached transformation through love, faith, and truth, a transformation that led to heaven's influence and impact upon the earth. The Crusades, in their misguided pursuit, transformed what should have produced kingdom impact upon people's lives into a message of war. The kingdom of God does not conquer by the sword. It reigns through the transformation of human hearts to produce a tangible impact upon the people and the systems of the earth. As we look back on these historical events, let us embrace the true nature of the kingdom of God, not through violence, but through influence, building lives that reflect the revealed principles of what Christ taught. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into history, faith, and the lessons they bring for the present. Share this with someone who needs to hear the truth about the kingdom of God, not as a distant idea, but as the epic drama of time itself. Until next time, keep questioning, keep seeking.